At a 7, out of 10. And I'm like, dude, nah, dog.
What are you doing?
What you doing? Will you not have a heart or something? Like, or
Yeah.
do you not have eyes? Like, what's really going on here? Are
Where's
you
where you going?
just are you angry that this isn't your life?
Yeah.
Whenever somebody used the word mid, if you use the word mid, I'll play like in the future. I'll be able to place anything.
Oh man, like compared to yours look pretty average, which is say devastating because they just say to anybody.
I think I know. I think she said it. I think he said it looks mid. He was like, "Oh, it
Yeah,
looks kind
he
of
says
mid."
mid.
I go, yeah, that is devastating. That'll destroy the your own career, which it kind of does a little bit. You want to quit because you go,
Yeah,
well, I suck because look at this. But then
yeah.
also,
Like, why am I
and
even trying?
why am I even trying when they're okay? Yeah, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Getting it. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, joined with co-host Al, and we have finally done it, guys. We have made it 100 episodes in.
John, I can't name 100 anything. Like, give me. I don't own
Yeah,
100 of anything.
I can't even
I
count to
don't.
100.
I
What does the
can't
number
count
say? I could go to
to.
10 and then 100.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. 10, 11. I don't know. How come it ain't 21? You know what I'm saying? It's
21, yeah.
20, it's 22, it's 33.
Dude, yeah.
How
Well,
come it ain't 21? Where do we get 11 from, y'all? Where do we
where'd
get
it come from?
100 from? Dude, 100 is wild here on Anime Me, which is a podcast where we teach you how to love and watch anime one episode, first episode, every Monday where you listen to
Every Monday.
podcasts.
Where you listen to us, where you watch us, guys, we are there. We have been there, and we are still there. Because,
Yep,
guys,
yep.
anime never stops. So we're never going to stop. There's always something
Dude,
new coming out.
always, dude. Like I was scrolling through and I saw this anime. I don't know if maybe you told me about it, but it's called the title of it is let's see here. Maybe you could help me fill it in.
Yeah.
I was reincarnated as a vending machine and now I'm like
Yeah,
going through
reincarnated hasn't been a machine in another world.
yeah, and now I'm like scrolling through dungeons or
Yeah.
something like that and I'm like not okay, so I bring it up, but I was like, it's because there's a second season. Like, you know what I'm saying? We out here like some of our favorite shows
Yeah.
are on TV and they only get one season. You go,
Yeah.
oh, dude, like I hope they come out with a second season.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a vending machine
It's in a
reincarnated as a
dungeon.
vending. They got two seasons,
Yeah.
two full seasons. Like, come on now, I can't get a second season of Ironheart. Actually, I
Bruh,
haven't seen the show
come
yet.
on.
I haven't seen the
I
show, but
heard,
you know what I'm saying.
haven't
I
seen
heard
it.
good things. I've heard good
I
things.
heard good. I guess, I don't know, spoiler alert, but spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. They
Yeah,
did
whatever.
cast Mephisto.
Mm.
You'll never guess who it is. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay. Don't tell me, but no spoilers. No
When
spoil
you see, it's gonna
no
be crazy.
spoilers, but only spoilers here, but also no spoilers here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm never gonna be able to look at him seriously. I'll say
Okay. That's a nice little just little nugget, little
that. Little nugget in there. But
don't give me everything.
speaking of second seasons, real quick, I second season of Dandadan and Kaiju number 8 started. I've seen both those first episodes.
Immediately. I don't understand this. They have it on both. I didn't know this,
Yeah,
but Netflix is doing the simulcast too. So you can watch it. You can
yeah,
watch Done It on Netflix
yeah. But I
and
think Netflix is
Crunchyroll.
like, is it simulcast or a week after? I thought it was like a week after or so.
You know, maybe a week after. I'm actually behind and everything. I just got back into town,
Yeah.
baby. I'm lost. Okay, like I don't
Lost.
know what
Lost in the
year it is. You
sauce.
know what I'm saying? I went to space. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at that. Yeah, this has been in
NASA,
space
bro.
this whole time.
I've been to space. I put this hat on, and I'm out of this world, bro. I'm not
Out
meant
of
for
this
it.
world. Well, speaking of new stuff, guys, we got a new anime for y'all. And today, since it's our 100th episode, we decided to do something special and watch a movie for y'all. In the movie we watched, I think we mentioned it before. It's called Look Back.
Did you mention this? Because I'm watching
I don't know
this
if I
with the
mentioned it. I
freshest.
think I sent you a reel about it. I think
Maybe,
like with it,
maybe.
like a trailer or something about it coming out.
I knew it was a new anime whenever somebody used the word mid. If you use the word mid, I'll
It's
play like in the future, I'll be able to place anything in, you know what I'm saying? Like you
yeah,
know how you just like, oh, you just know when if
yeah,
somebody says groovy, you're going, oh, well, that's the
yeah,
70s. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, oh, that's groovy. If somebody says that's the bomb, definitely the 90s.
Bombay. Oh yeah. Yo,
Mid,
word son. Mid.
yeah, word son, come on. We're like at like maybe early 2000s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, you use the word mid,
Mid.
you're 2025, 2020, somewhere around
2020,
there.
baby. Yeah.
That is the word that is going to like lock us
Date
in.
how old you are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Locked in.
yeah, check the date. This is how old you are.
Yeah.
If everything is mid, it's the year 2000. And yo, this movie. You know what? Tiny claps. It is.
Tidy. So good.
I got a lot to say about it. I took so many notes that I might not make any sense for a little bit until it does. But how about, do we want to give us should I give us
Give us
a poorly read
a
synopsis?
poorly read synopsis. Go.
I
Yeah.
say this
Go.
every now and then whenever I get a good synopsis, but this is the one. This is the greatest synopsis because it's one
Two
sentence.
sentences. One
It's
sentence.
one sentence, dude. I couldn't, like I couldn't write a better synopsis. Okay, here we go.
Good.
The overly confident Fujino and the shut-in Kiyomoto couldn't be more different, but a love of drawing manga brings these two small-town girls together.
Boom.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Perfect.
beautiful. Yeah, perfect. I mean, it really is all you need to know without giving too much of it away.
Yeah.
We started in on this show, and it is crispy. Like it looks and sounds like crisp, like so good. Like it's almost at first I think I wrote down this ain't an anime. This ain't an anime, dude. Like they don't even look like anime characters. Like their eyes
Yeah.
are proportionate. Like everybody's a little proportionate. It looks so good. This movie is an hour long, and no telling how long it took him to draw this,
Yeah.
but it is
Cause it's really
crispy.
good. Like even just like the opening scene. I don't know if you noticed, but even just like the small detail of the reflection in the mirror. That
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's sitting there. So we come in on Fujino like sitting down and doing drawing a little manga for her newspaper at the school. And she's the way she moves in the chair. We see the back of her on at her desk. And yeah, you see a little reflection of her mirror
Yeah.
and you see all of the things on her desk. But like there is there is something about the way a person moves like in real life and the way it's animated and even the way it's CGI'd. Like if
Yeah.
you look at CGI, they still have this kind of like really soft moving. You can always tell a
Yeah.
little bit like you're a little too like you
I,
don't
I see
have
the
they
ex,
don't
I see the extra toe down there. Like, you can't have
yeah yeah the two
that.
that's too many fingers, boy.
Yeah.
But but the way she moves in her chair, I just noted that like we just see her shifting back and forth and like going from elbow and the way the weight. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I took
Get
some drawing
get
classes.
technical.
Let's get
We get
technical with it.
technical.
Like I took some drawing classes. I went to art school. I'm not a I used to be good at drawing. Not as good anymore because I don't do it as often. But so I relate so hard to this show. But so real quick, the way she like shifts her weight and to be able to draw something that or draw a character, draw a person that has weight. Like you can tell
Yeah,
that her weight is on her elbow or that her weight is on her side. Like the way
yeah,
she moves around and the way they like just get that part of it and the way like her the fabric of her clothes falls. It's just like
yeah.
it made me
It's like
think
this.
like they rotoscope some of this, but I don't know if they did. But it's like almost like like they had an actual person moving around and they just drew that person. That's how
Yeah,
good the animation. That's a long way of saying that's how good the animation and illustration of this anime.
the small details, man, that went into this was so good. Like,
It yeah, it's it's you'll see it throughout the whole thing and it doesn't let up either. You don't like lose anything. I didn't feel taken out of any of it for like a second, like, oh, well, like from a distance, they kind of just like do a terrible drawing or like just kind of fill it in. It's just like they're trying to get it done. This was like painstakingly done. You can tell. Like I remember watching there's like a little clip. Maybe we sent it to each other, but it's and maybe we've even talked about it before. But Studio Ghibli, give me the
oh
guy's name
yeah,
again. Um,
uh, Miyazaki, Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Miyazaki has a studio working on this one scene where it's like maybe World War II or something like that, and all these characters are all moving, and everybody's trying to like make their way through a crowd, and they had to painstakingly draw the entire crowd, and it took them a year
Yeah,
to draw this
for that one scene.
for that one scene. And that's the kind of like level of this was close to that. That's what I felt like on
Yeah,
this. It was like it didn't I mean it may not be Miyazaki like craziness,
yeah,
but it is on their
it is up
own
there.
like yeah, it's up there with their own like there's some scenes where they're running. Okay, so anyways, we come in on her and she's drawing her own little anime,
Yeah,
or her own little manga
yeah,
for the newspaper, and then they come in and this is how good. So okay, this is how good this whoever is doing this, drawing this animation, they also imagine being not good at drawing.
yeah,
But then also it's also so beautifully like it's terribly done because we go into her like Fujino's drawing in
yeah.
her manga that she drew and then they bring it to life in an anime. So we're watching that like her little story that she wrote, which is
It is so
hilarious.
hilarious.
It's so hilarious. It's so good. Like it's ridiculous and terrible, but it's
It's
also
it's something
beautifully
a kid
terrible.
would draw to you.
Yeah, yeah. And the story too is just like, but like to imagine that it's like knowing how to sing and like singing terrible. Like you
Yeah,
know how to sing, or
know how to
like,
hit that wrong note.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know
Yeah,
how to do it all wrong, or being able to like act in a movie and act as an actor. So like if you're playing an actor in a movie.
yeah.
So it's like two
Having to act as
levels.
somebody, acting as somebody else.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what this is. But it's like even in her terrible like drawing, it's like beautifully done. Like it's
Yeah.
beautifully terrible. Like I don't even know how to describe that. It's such a crazy little like when the asteroid hits the Earth in her little the
The
way like
guy.
yeah, it just like absorbs into it and it was like the noise it makes. Oh,
Dude.
this thing sounds great. Like it sounds like anime continues to like push the envelope of like 3D spatial audio.
Oh yeah.
Because I will wear my AirPods when I'm watching like a show on TV or something late at night or something. And I'm always watch I watch all kinds of stuff, but like anime seems to be the one thing that always like they give you this like I hear audio back here, like behind my head.
The
Or
background
just
noise.
like yeah, I hear all the background noises. They place it spatially and they're using the surround sound, as another character. Other shows they don't do that as much. It's just kind of like you're just kind of going through it. It's not as much it's not paid attention to as much as
Nah.
and that's the level of attention that's being paid to this movie.
Like with that, go back to the reflections too, because like the reflections in their eyes as well that they draw.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
like when they're looking at something, watching something, like that reflection in the eye is just like, yo, that is such a good detail to add.
Yeah. Yeah. It adds like so much depth, because that's the thing. They could gloss over it. They could just
Yeah,
like, just a little, but to see what they're seeing. And I think that's the point of that too, is that to see the world as they see the world. This movie, uh, this movie is like a love letter to drawing. It's like
yeah,
what drawing or art can, do for people and how it bridges gaps and how it's like
yeah.
a way to communicate and that's what it feels like to me. And if that was their goal, they met and exceeded it tenfold, dude.
Yeah, because it is like it is how artists view art, and not only view art as a whole, but their own personal art. Because even like when we get to like in school when they're passing out the newspaper, which by the way, I don't think I ever read my school's newspaper. Like I knew we had one, I just never knew where to get it
Dude,
from or read
I,
it.
I only read it because every now and then I was interviewed and I would give the most ridiculous interview just so that they had to write it in the newspaper. I wanted to read it like
As we realize, like I can say whatever and they'll have to write it.
they have to write it or they wouldn't put it in the newspaper, which
Yeah,
happens sometimes.
but yeah, when we get Fujino, who's like been the I guess sole manga artist, and then we get introduced, kind of somewhat get Ghost introduced into Komoto, uh, who also started uh, adding into the manga panels and stuff, and then you see the difference in like skill and techniques
Yeah.
between Fujino and Komoto, and everybody else like to the point where even like her classmates and stuff. I think it's the kid sitting next to her. He's all like, "Oh man, like compared to yours look pretty average," which is a devastating thing to say to anybody.
I think I know. I think she said it. I think he said it looks mid. He was like, "Oh, it
Yeah,
looks kind
he
of
says
mid."
mid.
I go, yeah, that is devastating. That'll destroy your own career, which it kind of does a little bit. I mean, well,
um,
actually, it lights a fire under Fujino because she sees
yeah,
this work and she sees her like little stick figures.
yeah,
She's got these little characters, but and they have to place both of them next to each other
yeah,
just so that you can see there's like this depth,
yeah,
this contrast and like the level, all the
yeah.
attention to detail. But there's no like characters. It's all
No,
just like a house, a
it's
building,
like
some
scenery
trees.
background, yeah. And then, yeah, she gets the stuff fire lit in her eyes. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get better. That's what everybody just goes like deep diving into drawing to the point where like her friend, I can't remember if it was a friend or a sister. I think it was one of the classmates or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, oh, are you some creepy otaku now? Like, if you keep drawing like that, it's like you're hardly hanging out with us. Like you're so consumed by this manga thing. And then I think we skimmed to the graduation ceremony from elementary. She, the teacher, which by this man hasn't figured out. He's just having all these kids do his legwork. Because he
Hey,
tells her like, hey, she doesn't go to school, but she graduated, so I need you to go deliver her diploma for me.
That's the way to do it. Like that. Hey, I don't know if you ever had the teachers like you ask the question, you raise your hand and be like, "Hey, what does this mean?" And then the teacher goes, "Oh, you. How about you look it up and you teach everybody else?" Like that's the way a teacher does. You look at these chapters, you guys read it, and then teach yourselves this. I want you to
Yeah.
come up here and make a presentation. We know what you're doing. You're making us teach the class, okay?
Yeah.
But out of way though, and she has this like disdain for Kiyomoto, who she's never
Oh,
met, and she goes, "I don't want to give this thing to this girl who, by the way, so we skipped over the fact that she goes into this deep dive of like
yeah.
drawing, and she has these books and she has these sketchbooks and she has piles and piles of sketchbooks
Yeah.
that she's filling in with, anatomy drawing and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and she does all this stuff, and I don't know who knows how long she's at it, and then she puts out her next, little manga strip, and hers still it still looks it's better, but it's
Yeah.
still not great because next to her is Kiyomoto who's just killing it. So then
Killing
she
it.
quits. So she quits. She goes, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then her teacher tells her, "Hey, go take this diploma to the girl who made you quit
Yeah.
drawing
Who,
manga."
who, who ruined your life?
Yeah, who would just like took care of just you know. Which,
Which
by the
it is
way,
kind of like
uh,
I forgot to get this part because he tells her it's when we first like the teacher is like, "Hey, we got this student who doesn't come to school. They're kind of doing the work from home thing, but they want to add to the manga and stuff." And Fujino's, I think one of the first things she says is all like, "Oh, manga's a pretty complex thing for an amateur."
oh yeah,
Uh,
she's real cocky.
you know, yeah, she's real cocky. And then we get the reveal of like the comparison to where she's like, "Oh snap!"
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I gotta step my game up. This
yeah.
is, okay, here's real quick. Once again, another. Let me give us another art thing here. All Fuji, the difference between Fujino's work and Kiyomoto's work, from what we saw in those little panels, is there's two things. One of them is focused on character drawing, and the other is focused
Yeah,
on background. So they're two
yeah,
different things. The other thing is Fujino just lacks contrast. That's it,
yeah.
guys. Stop using the word pop. I hate that word. It is everywhere right now, all the time, and I have to hear it all the time. It doesn't pop. Can you do something to make it pop? And
Yeah.
what they're trying to tell you is, could you add some contrast? Add some contrast. Give me some more like darker darks and some lighter lights so that it has some, come on. It's
Yeah.
contrast, people. Stop using the word pop. Good Lord, you're killing me. And that's all she needed to do. Just add some contrast. Could just
Yeah.
add some.
Give me some depth. Give me something.
Well, so
Uh,
Fujino takes the
yeah.
diploma. She takes the diploma to her house.
Which, by the way, she just walks in willy nilly. Like,
Yo, we live in a small town. What is this? Like,
yeah.
small town USA. Like, nobody has their door unlocked. That's wild.
Yeah.
Not one parent, by the way, Joe and Joe. I don't see one parent. Not no, not one father, not one mother, no grandmother, no
We
aunt.
kind of see Fujino's parents, but it's a real quick scene where they're like, it's after she quits art and
Ah,
they're
yes, yes,
watching a
yes.
movie. It's like where they're just watching a movie. Like that's
Yeah.
the only time we see her parents, and then after that, don't exist anymore.
Because it's not about them. I think that's the thing about this movie is that there are a lot of like there's not the side characters that there's very little interaction with the side characters, like some friends from school, just the teacher for a second, but
Yeah,
it's not about them. Like, and it's barely even about, I mean, it's about these two friends, that fall in love with drawing.
oh yeah. And then we get the she walks like this. She just walks in like she owns the place. Hears something, goes to check it out, sees all like these sketchbooks just lined in the hallway. Um, then she pulls out, she sees a little strip, and then just something in her, just like I gotta draw. Like
Yeah,
I gotta draw
she
something.
had four little panels, and
Yeah,
she goes, "I'm gonna fill this panel in," and she draws the cutest little like uh thing about Kiyomoto, who is just
Yeah,
like it's just the quickest little story of this girl like
yeah,
being a shut-in, and
yeah.
at the shut-in like
Olympics.
recluse
Yeah,
Olympics, and she's the
yeah,
winner, and she's a little
yeah,
skeleton. She's a
yeah,
skeleton. Like what a great little like she came up with that on the fly really fast. Slips it under or
yeah,
actually she doesn't slip it on the door. It accidentally falls under the door. Kind of like the wind takes it away from her,
yeah,
and Kiyomoto finds it on the other side of the door and runs after Fujino because
yeah,
Fujino's just like, I'm gonna just leave this, I'm out of here.
yeah.
And come to
Freaks
find
out,
out,
takes off.
Kiyomoto is a huge fan of Fujino's work. She's just like, even though she quit, she like just,
Yeah,
thought that she wasn't good. She gave it all up
yeah.
because the girl that who was
Beat
doing
her.
good
Yeah,
work beat her, but she doesn't see it that way.
no,
She Kiyomoto is like her artwork is great, but
yeah,
what ultimately they never said it in the show, but ultimately what happens is that Fujino has this ability to create story, and
yeah,
Kiyomoto has the ability to flesh it out,
yeah,
with her skills, like being able to draw the background. So you have Fujino having these like characters that she can draw,
mm,
and Kimoto can draw the backgrounds, and they're like a perfect match.
yeah,
And she and Fujino kind of like Kimoto asked her why she quit,
yeah.
and she's like, she didn't tell her the truth. The truth is,
Nah,
you bested me. You were better than
yeah,
I was, and I was embarrassed. But she goes, no, I just, I was busy creating. She makes up a lie. She makes
yeah,
up a lie, like a kid does. Like,
yeah.
what grade are we supposed to? What grade are
Uh,
they supposed to be in?
so okay, so again, Japan's different when it comes to school. Their elementary is, I believe, kindergarten through sixth grade. So they basically graduated from elementary and are going into middle school. So she went to give her diploma from graduating from elementary, and so they're going into middle school right now. So we're probably thinking 12, 13
12,
tweens.
13.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
within the tweens. Um, but yeah, so she's like a big fangirl moment for her. Has her sign her jacket.
Yeah, dude. Hey, that coat, by the way, let's talk about
Yeah,
the fit.
that
That
fit.
that little red coat that she wears, I'm like, I think I told you this. I was at like this Korean Japanese inspired like shop where these people were making clothes that was, like new, but it looked like kimono kind of,
Yeah,
style garb. And I saw a coat like that in the store, and I was like, dude, that's so pimp. And I put it on. I was like, I'd have to change my whole personality to fit into this, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't just throw this on.
I need like round glasses. I need like, yeah, I can't just throw this on.
need
You know what I'm saying?
need
Like,
the wooden sandals. Yeah.
I need, yeah, yeah. I was like, dude, this is so pimp, man. I would definitely wear this if I could, but I can't. Like, I don't look right. I don't even look right in this hat. You know what I'm saying? Look at this hat. I don't look right. I look ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But what I could rock are those D shoes. Those shoes that she has with
Yeah.
the little D on them. I was like, those
That
are
dope.
D for dope, bro. Like
Yeah.
the little orange shoes. I can't tell. Okay, so she fans out. Kimoto fans out over Fujino, and Fujino like is in the rain. This shot
Oh,
of like
dude.
the rice patties or whatever
Yeah.
that, and she's going down this big long dirt road,
The pan from
and
Ariel to like
yeah, to behind
up
her,
and to behind her, dude.
to
Such a
underneath
great
her.
shot.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Like it's not just like beautiful, but what it does is it like captures. That's what the show does really well. It captures moments without having to say anything. You get what's happening. It's raining. We have the perspective of the rain coming down to her,
Yeah.
and like the water underneath her, and she's skipping. She's skipping through the rain. She's like full of joy and kind of revitalized, because she's brought back to the love that she had for drawing.
Yeah.
And she's like, she has a fan. She has somebody that like reassured her that she is good at something. And that's what this movie isn't about. them creating manga, or it's about what it does for them as each, like, for
Yeah.
friends, because they create a friendship. She comes
Yeah.
home and creates a story, and then next thing you know, they're creating manga together. They're creating a story together, and it's not because Fujino loves to do this, but because she loves Kiyomoto. She loves, like,
Yeah.
that they have this kindred thing together. Oh, it's so beautiful, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it got
Yeah.
me in the feels, man.
It's very like the friendship. It's very much the extrovert getting the introvert to come out their shell.
Hmm.
Uh, and it's like them relying on each other because basically, like you said, yeah, Kimoto kind of just relit the fire that Fujino had for art, and so Fujino's paying it back by like bringing her out of her shell. It's like, hey, it's me and you. We can do this. Let's go conquer the world, basically. And they enter the Magan contest, and ultimately you
They,
win.
yeah.
Dude, a
They,
million
they,
yen.
yeah. How much is that, by the way?
So I
Do you
looked it
know?
up. It's like so right now, I think conversion was like $6,800 and $6,876. I think.
So yeah, they won a small fortune for kids. I mean,
Yeah,
gosh, if you would have given me $6,000 when I was
yeah. As a
13, I'd
kid,
be like, "Yo, I quit, bro."
I would have
Like,
bought the White House.
like, I retire. I
Yeah,
retired. Like, I got all the money in the world.
yeah,
Uh, and they continue to, like, draw and make, manga. They do, and now I know a little bit. Like, I'm glad
yeah.
that we're seeing this 100 episodes in on our Animemi here, because now I know what a one shot is, because they create
Yeah.
7 1 shots and then they get
7 of
picked
them.
up. That's a lot. And they're, like, still, like, what, barely in high school.
Yeah, I think by the time they get serialized, they're like probably I think barely started high school. I think.
Yeah. And they're just, killing the game. But Kiyomoto feels like she needs to be better. She wants to be faster. She wants to be, like,
Yeah,
proficient. And I it's I think I need to think about this movie a little bit more, because there is more to it than just the surface level part of the story.
yeah,
Like, there is an overall, there are other things that are going on. There's a
yeah.
bigger thing that's going on. Like, maybe we should outlaw pickaxes. I didn't see that coming at all. At all. I did
Yeah,
not see this coming. I was like, yo, like, there is, it gets dark and
yeah.
sad
It takes a
for,
turn for sure.
it takes
Out
a
of
crazy
nowhere.
turn. And I kind of thought, I kind of thought it was going to go another way. The whole look back part of it is her, and I don't know fully what happens, but the short of it is Kimoto goes to, like, a drawing academy, and then ends up
Yeah,
being killed.
yeah,
And Fujino, like, they split up because Kiyomoto goes
yeah,
to the academy, and Fujino continues to do her own anime, manga. She's, like, creating a whole serialized, thing,
yeah,
volumes, like 11, 12 volumes. And while, Kimoto's at college, or
yeah,
at an academy, and then she gets killed, and then she's saddened by it, and is Fujino blames herself for, like, having, brought her out of her shell. Like, if she
yeah,
would have just stayed in that room, she would have been alive.
yeah. It's very much it's like a guilt trip because so they somewhat have a fight
Hmm.
uh after when they found out they were gonna get serialized and stuff. Because Kyoto,
Yeah.
like I said, she had started coming out of her show, uh, but she started seeing like looking more into like other art books and stuff, and seeing other like other artists like background drawings and stuff. And her thing was she wanted she wanted to go to school to be better for both of them because she
Yeah.
knew like, hey, I in order for me to get faster at what I do, I need to go to school to get better because she's like, it takes me a while to get this stuff done, but I want it to be quicker. I want to get quicker. I want to be better for us. But Fujino kind of like doesn't really think about it at first. She just like takes the news as like you're giving up on us, like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like we got it made. She's all like, she even gets to the point where like you're not gonna like. There's no guarantee you'll get a good job. Like you can't do nothing with an
But
art degree. Like
by
just
the
staring
way,
it down. Good.
because I'm an old man, maybe you can tell me, is this gaslighting? This is gaslighting, right? Like,
Pretty much,
is this,
yeah,
is this a prime example of gaslighting? Because that's what Fujino does to
yeah,
Kiyomoto. She was just like,
yeah. You
like
just
you're
cross
just,
backgrounds anyways. I'll get somebody else to do it. Like
yeah, yeah,
the most
yeah, I don't need
gaslit thing
you.
ever.
Yeah, yeah, like you don't need college because you
Yeah,
could just, there's no reason for it. You're already drawing it. We could create this
yeah.
manga without,
You already
you know,
made it.
yeah, we already made it. We're doing it.
But
Uh,
yeah, and then it goes to, like I said, the whole scene with her, that because it comes in subtly, uh because we go, it's like a real quick montage of the of Fujino like creating this manga called Shark
kick,
Kick. Kick
shark
Shark.
kick,
So
shark
what is
kick, or
it?
kick shark
Kick
or
Shark.
shark kick. Yeah.
Yeah. um and she's just like going up a storm, and she's having a conversation, I guess, with like an editor or something about maybe getting another assistant or something like that. But there's a the news is on in the background, and you hear like the subtlety of the news, like something's happening. And then we find out that there's basically like a mass murder at the school that she Kyoto's at, and freaks out, tries to call her, doesn't get it. Juno's mom calls, and then that's when we get the whole kind of funeral scene. She goes to her house, and books are still there on the floor for some reason. I don't know why nobody ever picked them up. Like still
Right. I
outside the
mean, like,
door.
where
Like
is
all the
this
time.
mom? Where are these parents?
Yeah.
Parents ain't doing nothing. Parents ain't doing nothing. I don't even know
Nothing.
if she actually existed.
Yeah.
And so we come into one of the best, like, what a cool concept. We've seen it done here and there. I think It's a Wonderful Life kind of paved the way for this kind of
Yeah.
idea, but we have this like it's a I don't know how to describe it because I felt like, oh, is this like a multiverse thing or is this a time travel thing? There's
It's
something
like a
between
alternate universe type thing. Like
because she like she's sitting there and she's like grieving her friend who's passed away, and she's back at the door where she was trying to give Kimoto her diploma
diploma.
years ago, and that's where they first met. And she draws this little uh 4 panel, little strip, and she accidentally loses it underneath the door. But this time she like is angry and she rips it up, and then it accidentally slips through the door, and she only gets the top part of it. Because in the
Yeah,
in the
don't come out.
original the original thing is like the first panel was like don't
Yeah,
come out, and then the second panel
yeah,
was come out,
come out.
and
Yeah.
everybody's like they're like it's this crowd
Yeah.
cheering for
Yeah.
Kiyomoto. They're cheering,
Yeah.
and she only gets part of it, and it goes underneath the door, and Kimoto only gets the top half of it because it's only the part that rips out, and it says don't come
Yeah.
out, and she doesn't come out. She
No.
doesn't get out of the room. And then we see what their life could have been like
Yeah.
had they not met.
Yeah. Because we see Kyomoto's life of what it would happen. Because we had like seen like kind of them together, Fujino's, but it's like going back in time and seeing Kyomoto's side and her ultimately still going to school at the end,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for
Still made
background
the same
drawing and stuff.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, still the guy with the pickaxe there. Like it's still all that stuff. Except for this time, Fujino
Chun Li comes
saves.
in.
Yeah, yeah, gives the old Liu Kang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Scissor kick,
yeah,
and saves her life. There's a beautiful moment though of like this. There's an exchange through the door, and I thought this was gonna continue because then out of nowhere um, a panel that comes from the other side,
yeah,
and it's Kiyomoto who has drawn this new strip, a recent strip of her saving her life,
yeah,
and it's a tear jerking moment because she's just like, oh snap, like you know, this is what like she's made her journey. Like
yeah,
now, Fujino is or Kiyomoto makes her journey and is like grown. We see the growth that her bringing her out of her shell and kind of like them drawing together and making
yeah,
stories together. And now Kiyomoto is making stories because before she wasn't. Kiyomoto was just like doing backgrounds and kind of like letting Fujino, drive the story. She wrote the stories, and now, and because they've met and because they've had a life together, she is able to create stories too. She
yeah,
has a story, and I think that's ultimately what this movie was saying is like, it's two things. It's like it's a love letter to drawing and the connection an artist can have to their viewer, and the viewer, seeing the artist through their artwork. But then also it's the recluse and the outgoing person kind of like helping each other figure out the world. The
yeah,
recluse brought Fujino back. It brought her back to like, hey, you need to be able to create. And then Fujino brings Kiyomoto out, like, hey, you need to get outside this room, experience the world, like, hang on to me and I'll just like carry us through it. And
yeah,
it's such a beautifully done. Like I just a second ago I read the review or I read the synopsis, but then I look up at the
yeah,
reviews and IMDb only has it like at a 7 out of
yeah.
10, and I'm like, dude, nah, dog,
What are you doing?
what you doing? Will you not have a heart or something? Like, or
Yeah,
do you not have eyes? Like, what's really going on here?
where's where you going?
Are you angry that this isn't your life?
Yeah,
I am angry that Kiyomoto had a spoiler alert. She dies. She's actually gone.
yeah, yeah. It's gone.
Gone, gone.
But I do like the ending scene, um, because we get the title drop too because she named her Kimoto named her little strip look back.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's so funny because it does the whole manga thing where Shino does a kick, says, "Hey, yeah, we're good." Uh, in the strip when she was walking out, the axe is stuck in her back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a little, it's another little
Like,
joke,
yeah,
like what a great little,
yeah,
like, I saved your life, but also, I got this axe in my
yeah.
back. It's
Mortal Room
cute.
MCs. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And very, very anime, very manga.
yeah.
Just a flesh
But
wound.
yeah. But she goes back to drawing and stuff because she like kind of realized like, hey, this is what we wanted to do, so I'm gonna do it in honor and memory of her. I'm gonna keep drawing. Uh,
Don't make me cry,
and she
Joe
goes,
Angel, okay? You're not gonna make
yeah,
me cry, bro, okay?
I gotta make cry. And then we get this
uh
whole ending scene, which that like just her drawing the back, just having her drawing, like she put the little strip up on her window as like
yeah.
a reminder, like, hey, this is where it started. But just that whole scene when the credits are going, like that's something like I would see on YouTube with some lo-fi music in the background, like
Yeah,
just
that's
those
that
videos where it has like
lo-fi
lo-fi hour music and just that
three
little scene of
hours.
just her
Three
drawing. Yeah,
hours,
3 hours
yeah.
of it. Like I could watch that, and not only that, it changes from night to day subtly. Like
Yeah,
if you're not
yeah.
paying it, like when you pay attention to the actual drawing, like it's going from day to night. Like it's
And
so well done.
we're back to the very beginning of
Yeah,
watching Fujino work in front of a window. Like before, like we come into her like bedroom
yeah,
she's on her desk and she's drawing pencil and paper, you know, and she's creating these stories.
yeah,
And then she goes away from it, has this whole journey with Kiyomoto, and then at the very end, is back to drawing again, her first love, and that
Full
she's at her
circle.
window, but she's at this huge office,
Yeah.
that she's, acquired from like her work that
She's
she's
got the
doing.
huge Wacom display.
Yeah, she's got display. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like leveled up, but she's like back to doing what she
Yeah.
like has meant to
Originally
do,
set out to do. Yeah.
but with a new like with new motivation and
Yeah.
like a beautiful like friendship and story and like journey that she's gone on. It is it is like one of the best movies I've ever seen for like uh talking about like the artist and the creation of it all. Like,
Yeah.
like there's not a whole lot of movies out there that are love letters to drawing, to doing, a craft, and all while like
Mhm.
in a movie that is, probably started out as a manga. Like it's a manga
Yeah.
about creating manga. It's an anime about creating manga that eventually come to an anime. It's a full circle kind of weird.
Full circle
Oh,
moment.
yeah. I think that's yeah. Oh, the other thing too is the big thing was she asked her why she draws. Like, why did
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
what that's the thing, and like that's what it is. It's like that's the crux of the whole thing. Why is Vegino creating? Why are you drawing?
Yeah.
Because she was like, and she herself's like, I really don't know why, because I don't really like drawing. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I stopped
Like
drawing because
every time I draw, it's not finished. Like
yeah,
it's never finished for me.
and it was never very good. She didn't like her work because she was just like she tried for who knows how long with all those little like drawing books on how to
Yeah.
draw like perspective and proportion and she couldn't get
Hands,
it down.
feet. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's not easy, man. Like that stuff
No.
takes a and she even after all that time didn't get any better and she drew they drew for each other. That was it.
Yeah.
That's what happened is that they drew for each other. Like they drew for their friendship, they drew for the story, they drew for, like she was excited to show her what she created. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
it's
Such
beautiful,
a good
man.
story. Yeah.
I mean it's um it's extremely simple. There's not a whole lot of other characters. It's just the two of them, and we see snapshots of them like kind of like living life, like all the little
Yeah.
montagey things, of just them like in a
Yeah.
room, like
Like
working,
in the
grinding.
room, working, creating, going out, having fun. Like,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, it's a good one, man.
it really is. There's something like subtly magical about the whole thing. That's it's like there's no magic in it. Well, there is that one, them like with the little multiverse through the door.
Yeah, little multiverse.
I was hoping that they were going to continue to have communication through that door, like,
Yeah.
from the other side, and that would have
It's
been
like
interesting.
what was that movie with Keanu Reeves where they're sending letters to the mailbox? Uh, what was it?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, it was like an old kind of like
Sweet
a
November,
romance.
Sweet November. No, it's not Sweet
I
November,
don't
is
think it
it?
was
I don't.
Sweet. It's like where they're sending each other letters through time in a mailbox or something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I remember, but I don't
Can't remember.
remember it. The Lake
Yeah,
House. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Lake House, maybe.
Is it? I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it
know.
was Lake House.
Oh snap! Hey, you look at me.
Thank
Early in
you.
the morning. Early in the morning with the new
Early
call.
in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this except for I
Yep,
need
it
a
was
part
Lake
two.
House.
Okay, okay, there we go. Jamie,
Sorry,
look up Lake House.
Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock,
Only the greatest of all time.
the greatest
Only
of
the
all
goat of all
time.
time. I the only thing about this movie is that it's not. I guess I could see because it's not for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. It really is for me. Like this movie is for
Yeah,
those who understand the painstaking time and effort it takes to become good at, you know, art, drawing.
yeah,
Like how much time that takes, how much like effort and and some people try and aren't going to be as good, just like
Yeah,
that right there. Like if you don't understand that part of it, then you probably wouldn't understand too much more.
of this
I mean, I
movie.
guess maybe you know a little. Yeah, you'd get
Yeah,
it, but like I just relate to it so hard. Like I'm watching it, and I wrote down a
yeah,
couple times. I need to start drawing again, man. Like, golly, I need to
yeah.
start drawing again. Like I just
Like, why
kept
did I
saying
stop
that.
drawing?
Why did I stop drawing, dude? Like it really does.
Yeah,
It does more than just um like you don't just get better at drawing, but you get better at seeing things. I think that's the thing,
yeah,
is that you get better at like literally just one thing, seeing things, paying attention, but then also
yeah,
like you start it's a you see things differently because you are
yeah,
drawing. You're paying attention to things. And I'm not just talking about even physically. I'm talking about like, mentally and emotionally and like all these kind of
yeah,
things that happens when you draw. You are having to like go into a different space
yeah.
and I mean I need to hear a little bit more of the background. I don't know if you know any of the background of this stuff to tell me where is this person's head who created this?
So the creator, original creator, was Tatsuki Fujimoto, who created this as a one-shot manga.
Fujimoto, by the way, Fujino, Kiyomoto,
Fujimoto,
Fujimoto. It's
Fujimoto.
the it's a it's
It's there.
it's there. Okay.
They're like, but yeah. So Tatsuki created this in July of 2021, and it came out as a one shot in Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus um, online. And so there was a thing when it came out as a one shot as a manga. It did well. It got really well received. The only thing is that when it came to uh, the scene with the guy doing the crime,
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard about it, but there was an actual kind of similar real life story that happened in July of 2019, where a guy under the same guise claiming plagiarism and stuff. Actually,
Mm,
he went and set fire at the uh, Kyoto Animation University, and ended up killing some people too as well. So when this came out, and just like at least with his character and stuff, there were some kind of like mixed feelings about it, like just the way he was depicted. I think the main thing was the way the mental illness part was depicted with that character, and
yeah.
so I think there's like just how it was being given to the reader, to the viewer, uh, on that part. But other than that, the story in itself as a whole was really well received. Um, and then this movie came out in June of last year, and so it was the main studio was Studio Duran, but it had like there's a bunch of other studios that had helped out as well with other scenes, other touch ups and stuff like that. Uh, but the main studio was Studio Duran, and then the music was composed by Haruka Nakamura, and which the music too, well, throughout this whole movie was really well
So
placed.
good.
Like
Yeah,
it
really
wasn't
good.
any overbearing, nothing like everything like just set really well with all the scenes.
Very tastefully done. Very tastefully done. It's it really established a tone that I think carried throughout the whole show. Like the movie, there's just like from one place to another, from the beginning to the end, it like lends itself to what I'm supposed to be feeling throughout the whole thing, and I
Yeah,
and I felt it. It carried me through the whole thing where I didn't ever feel like like this is out of place, or like it only lend itself for me to be more and more invested in this story. So kudos to them, brilliantly done.
um, and I mean, basically about it. Like it
Yeah,
was a one shot. Uh, basically, it became itself essentially.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that is wild. Like that's what I was thinking. Like it probably was full circle like that. Like I was kind of
Yeah,
uh predicting like yeah, this is like
yeah,
a loop, a multiverse loop. Like I'm creating
yeah,
this thing to create the thing and it's create, you know, like
yeah.
and then it became a thing. It's just
The
it's
realness of
man,
it.
it is it's like poetry, this thing. This movie
Yeah.
is like poetry. It really is. Let's guac talk this. Can we guac talk this?
Yeah, let's block talk this.
Man, wait, hold on, wait a second. Actually, I got a game for us. You want to play a game?
You got a game? Yeah, let's play a
Okay,
game. What we got?
okay. Real quick. It ain't.
Real quick.
This is the oh gosh, what do
It's
I
the
call
100th
this one?
episode.
It's the 100th episode, and I got
Let's get a
a
game
good
going.
one. It is the anime rating game. What do I call this one? It's
Rating game.
the rating
Uh,
game. The one that you
Scorecard. Anime scorecard.
scorecard, anime scorecard. This is the anime scorecard. Uh, Jamie, put up our sound. Do 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 do.
Doo-doo-doo.
Joe Angel, by the way, you are probably 50-50 on this. Are you
Yeah.
50-50 on the anime scorecard?
I always talk myself out on this one.
Okay, so here it is. I'm going to give you two animes. You're going to tell me which one has the higher rating.
Okay.
These ratings are taken from IMDb, and I will give you the amount of reviews that each one of them have. So that'll be your hint. Very quickly. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. You better not be Googling this. Are you Googling this? Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. Tell me which one of these has a higher rating. Dragon Ball Z or One Piece? I'll tell you this. Dragon Ball Z has 164,000 reviews.
Okay.
To One Piece. One Piece has 300,000 reviews. Almost double the amount of reviews. Dragon Ball Z or One Piece. Let's give some people some time
Oh
who are at
man.
home listening. Which one of these? Don't look it
All
up.
right.
Which one has the higher rating on
You basically got
IMDb?
the father of anime
Yeah, yeah.
against the son that has taken over in stride.
Big
Uh,
three. Big three.
big three. All right, man. With the numbers, I'm guessing this is just through IMDb's rating, or at
Yeah.
least
This will be.
because
I'll give it to you
I'm
that this
pretty
is
sure
a
compiled all together with every single review, they're probably in the millions.
yeah,
Uh,
honestly. Oh yeah, there's also a review. I could have used the Crunchyroll reviews. I could have used
yeah,
the but this is 1 out of 10.
this is
IMDb
strictly
scores 1 out of 10.
IMDb scores.
They
All
both
right.
have out of 1 out of 10.
Are we talking Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super or
Dragon
the
Ball
whole
Z.
franchise?
I think it's just Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z.
Z.
We're not talking like
Okay.
Dragon Ball or Super or
Okay.
GT or any of the other
Okay.
instances. It's
Okay.
just Dragon Ball Z.
All right. So that helps it narrow it down. All right. So we got Luffy becoming king of
Mm-hmm.
the pirates, still going,
Mm-hmm. Still going.
versus Goku going Super Saiyan and screaming for 5 episodes.
Yep. Snake Way, baby. We're talking Snake Way.
Snake Way. Oh man. And they're both been in the Macy's Day Parade, both been everywhere in America for as long as it can be, everywhere in the
I,
world for as long as it can be.
people who don't know anime know these two.
Yeah. Oh man. So, oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna have to get real with myself. Story,
Yeah.
story.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I will say Dragon Ball Z is set at a 7.2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
One Piece, I will go. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll say One Piece will go above Dragon Ball Z to IMDb.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Joe Angel. All right. Dragon Ball Z has an 8.8. An
Oh,
8.8 out of 10.
shit, yeah, 8.
with 164,000 reviews. And One Piece, with its 300,000 reviews, has a 9. A 9 out of 10. You were correct. A little low on the
I was
reviews.
right.
Dude, 9 out of 300,000 reviews. It makes me go, should I watch 1,000 episodes? Is this 1,000 episodes like
Yeah,
300,000 reviews?
I initially thought 9. I I initially thought in the sevens for Dragon Ball Z, but I was like I initially thought 9. I was like, no, I'm gonna bring it down. I was struggling to say 8, so I was
All right, Joe,
like,
you've done it, man. You finally, you're over 500. You've gotten it.
finally got it.
That has been Anime Scorecard. Joe Angel, you're a winner now, bro.
I'm a winner now,
Let's
guys.
guac
By
pop.
the way, real
Oh,
quick, I forgot to mention uh, Fujimoto uh, also created and worked on Chainsaw Man.
nice. That's cool. I mean, also highly rated, and people love that show. And it is also dark. So this show was pretty dark. I mean, like that pickaxe scene was
Oh, dude.
I didn't think we were gonna see some of it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
I really thought it was
Uh,
gonna end the same way. I was like, I felt is this gonna end the same way? Like no
yeah.
matter what she would have done.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. I was like, oh, well, like this is just how this works. You can't change the past. You can't change, you know.
It's what's it called? It's a fixed point in time. I think that's
Yeah.
what that's called. They
Yeah.
can't change it no matter what.
12 Monkeys. If you hadn't seen 12
Yeah.
Monkeys, go watch 12 Monkeys. That's exactly what it is. It's so good. All right, let's guac talk this, Joe Angel. This show, this movie, um, does everything. It does everything for me. Like we're just viewers. We're just watching this happen. Like you're not, we're never, we're not given any kind of exposition. It's just like we're looking at this world, and it's beautifully done, and it sounds so great, and I'm enveloped in the whole thing. The it's kind of lightly, we don't. The only thing I guess maybe somebody I'll look at the reviews, but
Yeah.
we're not given much of their background, either one of them, as characters. Like, who are they? Why are they the way they are?
Yeah.
Any of that. But I don't think that's the point. I think the point is larger than that. It's a little bit more broad, and so we don't need all of that. And so it's just it's a love letter to drawing and creating story, and a friendship that is like bound by that.
Yeah.
And with all that being said, I really think it's like it's a triumph. I think it's one of the like better anime, short little animes. It's only an hour long too. And
Yeah.
like
That's why I was
I
surprised.
usually,
I thought it was gonna be a little bit longer.
yeah, it was really short. And I also like am also like everything's a joke for me. Like I always everything is a joke for me. Like I'm always like, all right, what's the joke here? Like that silliness.
What can I make fun of?
Yeah, what can I make fun of? And I'm waiting, and I'm like, I find myself just kind of watching, and you can see at my notes at a certain point, I just stopped taking notes and I just started watching, and I'm just like, what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? And it's very subtle. The whole thing, there isn't like anything like extra happening. It's very like it's just so lightly. You know what? You're dead on with it. It's a chill hop vibe. Like put on 3 hours of chill hop and then set this movie to it,
Yeah.
and that's what you
That
got. And it's so
perfect.
good though. It's so good.
Yeah.
Um, if I were to give this a 1 out of 10 volumes of
1 out of 10
Shark
volumes.
of
Shark
Shark
Tank.
Shark Kick.
Shark Tank.
How many am I reading? I'm gonna go just because there's always room for improvement. I'm gonna give this thing a
Yeah.
9. It really is like, and maybe it's just because it's speaking my language. It's like speaking to my heart,
Yeah.
as a once I still kind of draw because it's what I kind of do a little bit, but like
Yeah,
pencil and paper, it just it mm,
something to it.
it makes me want to. This is the thing. This is what good art does for you. Is it inspires you to want to do good art. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like sometimes good art will also make you want to quit because you go,
yeah,
well, I suck because look at this. But then
yeah.
also,
Like,
but
why am I
and
even trying?
why am I even trying when there are people that can do
Yeah.
when there's a little 8-year-old Japanese boy who can,
Who can do
who's
this?
on YouTube just killing the
Yeah,
game, killing my
killing the
dreams,
game.
you know? But like this thing, it's inspiring. It truly is. And I think if that's what the goal was, goal met, yes. 9 volumes out of 10. I will recommend this. So
Nine.
where are you
Oh
at
yeah.
on this one? What about you? Are you as high as I
Uh,
am on this thing?
yeah, mine's high. I was like I said, it's been like I said, I picked this because essentially we're both artists. We both draw and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
have an attachment and stuff to art. So um this like it really does speak to the artist. Like it was more of a movie for artists than it was just for like a regular viewer, like a regular
Yeah.
anime watcher. Like this
Hmm.
really is one of those few and in between movies, shows, forms of media that actually like speaks to artists
Hmm.
in and of itself and depict like the actual things that artists go through, like the struggles, like the struggle with like feeling of self doubt, of like seeing somebody else's work, comparing it to yours, and be like, I suck. Why am I even doing this?
Hmm. Hmm.
To um, wanting to like use be better for somebody else, to working with other people, to
Hmm.
like being in those moments where like I'm just gonna quit, or you know what? No, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going. Um, and it lends itself in his story of that and telling and depicting that is done very very well.
Hmm.
Also, like I said, just the little details like the reflections in the eyes and the mirror, uh the real world of this, because I don't know if you actually remember going back to the scene where they found out when they won.
Yeah.
They walked through a snowstorm to a 7-Eleven
Yes.
to get the
Yes.
latest jump, and on the cover was Luffy. Luffy was on that cover. Speaking of One Piece,
Oh, I didn't
Luffy
realize
was
that.
on that
That's
cover.
cool.
You go
That's
back and
cool.
look at that scene. Luffy's on the cover of Jump right there, which was
That's
such
awesome.
a cool thing.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
but yeah, like I said, the real words in this, the alternate stories that they depicted at the end was really well done. How they did that,
It's beautiful.
um, beautifully done. Like I said, music was very well placed. So all of that, like I'll give this a 9 to you, like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like it's really up there. It really hit it out of the park with the story that they were portraying and telling.
Yeah. Yeah. Too good. I mean, don't make me cry. Like
You could,
it's
yeah,
it's
early in the morning.
like
I ain't trying to cry.
it's too early in the morning. I got my coffee here.
Yeah,
I'll cry later. Okay, yeah, probably about three
yeah.
o'clock. When everything starts to come
I'll
down.
cry when I'm fully realize what's going on in my life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whenever I get time to wake up and go, oh my gosh, the world is
Yeah,
full of atrocities, baby. Like, come on.
yeah.
I ain't awake yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet,
I
bro.
not yet. Oh man. Well, guys, that's been it. 100 episodes in, guys. We made it. Made it to one of the few what do you call it, points that other podcasts have made it to. We've made it. We've beat it. We overcome the odds. We kept going
I mean,
for
we get
you, for anime, and we're gonna
900 more
keep
to
going.
go. 900 more to go. We'll be
900 more to
like,
go. We're gonna try. We're gonna catch up to One Piece.
yeah, yeah, boy.
We're getting those 1,000 episodes, baby. And
Hmm.
to do
Hmm.
that, you got to go follow us, like us, drop comments, hit those 5 stars wherever you listen to us, wherever you watch us: YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go, watch us, find us, hit all those likes, hit all those shares, the 5 stars, all the good stuff to help us keep going. And while you're at it, go visit us at our website, anime-me.com, where you can find not only this episode, but all the other episodes we have made, all the other animes we have covered. They're all there with all the links to our socials and podcast platforms, and where you can buy your own anime shirt, guys, because we got some new merch that we've been working on too for the special occasion. You want to go look at that and get you one of those, guys, because we're gonna do this 100, 1,000 more times
Yeah.
as long as anime keeps going.
And it will. There ain't no stopping. There ain't no stopping it.
Ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping, guys. Well, I've been enjoying it with my co-host Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. It is.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
I'm at that old man stage where my perception of time is just gone.
Oh,
So it's
dude.
just like
You know, I don't know what it is. You know,
it's
like
going by
I've
so
heard.
fast already. I went to sleep
These.
New Year's Eve night, woke up, and it's already the 7th month. Ready 7 months.
Yeah, dude, we're halfway through, dude. I don't know. I think we've had this conversation before, but I feel like what happens is we don't retain stuff as much as we used to when we were younger. When we were younger, we
Memory.
remember
The
everything.
memory
Yeah,
goes. Yeah.
the memory goes, and so your memories go, and so you forget. You lose days. You go,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what happened on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. You don't know any of those days anymore, and so before all you do is see it as a week. And
Yeah.
then eventually all you see it is a month, and then eventually, you know, you're just only remembering like just a couple things
Yeah.
here and there. And so you go, dang, it's been seven, too much is happening, and it's been
Yeah.
like it's already been 7 months.
Already been 7. Yeah, I almost forgot my
Alright.
annual viewing of Independence Day.
Yeah.
I thought, like, bro, wait, I gotta watch this movie today.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on.
I gotta watch Will
This
Smith
is
punch an alien and say "Welcome to Earth."
I gotta let Bill Pullman tell me welcome, or this is today we is it no, it's not Bill
Celebrate.
Pullman, is it?
Yeah,
Our
it's Bill Pullman.
independence. You know, I always want to say Bill
Greatest
Paxton, but it's Bill
speech
Pullman.
in cinema history.
I mean, like we saw it. I was actually scrolling through it yesterday, to the movie through like we were looking for a movie,
Yeah,
and it's called ID4
yeah,
Independence Day. Have you noticed that?
yeah, yeah. Because I
And
watched
it,
the thing last night on YouTube because it's free on YouTube.
oh, okay.
But I was watching the thing about it. The director was German. Did you know that?
Okay, I did
He's
not
not
know
even
that. That's
American.
what this fool. This boy don't know nothing about freaking Vivica A. Fox
Yeah,
having to do some things to support her
yeah.
kid. That's wild. That's the wild part to me on that movie is that like we just gloss over that. She's just, you know, what's really being said about this? You know, like
Yeah,
you watch it? Did you watch it then? Did you actually
yeah,
watch Independence Day
yeah,
before?
yeah. I got it in just before. I forgot how long it was. Too. Like, like yeah,
Oh
this
snap! Hold on, what,
it's a long
dude?
movie.
Freaking Jeff Goldblum. I mean, what a
I
freaking movie.
think that was the thing that I think that we were saying is that instead of having like a star lead, he kind of did like kind of the old school route where they just had a good cast, like a good cast, um, instead of having like one star, one lead leading the whole project. I
That
think worked out for it.
Yeah, because I mean, this is like I don't think yeah, this is the start of Will Smith like becoming a blockbuster kind of
Yeah,
guy. So yeah, that makes sense. I let's see here.
it's nothing worse than
Fasho,
having to go through the whole day with wet socks.
bro. Bro, I like just when it rains, it's like a joke here at my house, man. I'm like, it's raining and I gotta run outside and like move stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got pillows like that
Yeah.
sit out in the elements, but they're like outdoor pillows, so I gotta move all
Yeah.
those so where they're not getting rained on. And then I gotta like
Get the
we put some
plants.
little get my plants. Like get the we have like these gutters that the water doesn't run properly from our house. These old school
Yeah.
houses aren't graded properly, dude. The water floods to your house instead of away from
Yeah.
the house. And so I gotta put up these little things to keep the water from flowing out. And so I'm outside usually like
Yeah.
not prepared. Like no raincoat. I got
No.
flip-flops on. You know what I'm saying? Like flip-flops are the worst.
Yeah.
Not only are your flip-flops slipping, your foot is slipping in the
Yeah.
flip-flop. So you're slipping twice, you know what I'm saying?
Slipping while slipping.
I'm slipping, like I'm straight tripping, like it's it's quite the ordeal. So I'm about done with the rain, bro. We all are.
Yeah.
We all needed it. We're like, oh man, we need the rain. And then now we're like, stop. Please
Stop.
stop.
Yeah. That's enough.
That's enough.